Welcome back. When Eric Hunter played in Prince George, he was a fan favorite. Since leaving PG, though, he's had a very unusual journey. The NHL lockout affecting him in particular, but he is persevering. He's played 4 years of university and 1 season of pro hockey.
Well, when you start losing count, you're getting old. So it's been enough years. It's probably been 5 full years now, because I did 4 years of school and just had my first year pro.
And how was that?
Oh, it was awesome. You know what? I went in with high hopes, and honestly, when I went in, I was just hoping to make Lake Erie and be one of their 14 forwards rostered. And you know, I played 75 of 76 games, so I was pretty proud of that and pretty happy that I got a chance to see that league and see what it was all about.
Colorado's farm team, right?
Yep.
And what's still with them, or what's the plan for this year?
No, I mean, you know, one thing, the lockout's kind of tightened everything up, right? You know, you see guys like Ty and anyone that's on a two-way contract, if the lockout happens, those guys go down, right? So
overall, you finished school early to get to this, right? To resume your pro career, because you ended in one of those unique situations where you were drafted by the Rangers, so right up until all your university career, you were still property of them.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know it when I was playing there. I guess there's a weird rule because of the fact that I wasn't, you know, technically cut by the Rangers. I was asked to go on a tryout to the East Coast League, but I chose to use my schooling because I made that decision. It gave them the option to keep my rights until I was done school. So I actually had a deal in place to go play in Lake Erie, and we found out that this existed and we had to put it on hold, and I ended up leaving September 24th to go to Lake Erie last year, and I signed September 23rd, so we were kind of on the fence all year because of the weird ruling that existed.
Keep coming back to PG, married to a local girl, so is this kind of home in the summer for you now?
Yeah, it's kind of an easy choice until we're ready to buy a house and settle down somewhere. Her family, my wife's family's from here, Christine, her family's from here, and we've got a cabin on Norman Lake, and you know, the weather treated us well this year, so you know, it'd be kind of the active lifestyle that we have and the way we live. It's stupid not to live in a town like this while we can, and you know, PG's been nothing but great to me, so it's nice to be able to spend some time here and you know, see your fans on a regular basis in town. I know I get stopped all the time, so it's great.
Now, as much as you're an alumni, you're not a former out-of-town guy. You're pretty much a hometown guy now, would you say?
Yeah, it's funny actually. The amount of time I've been here, the amount of people that think I actually was born in Prince George. I'm getting that sort of comparisons to Nick in that regard, where you know, people congratulate me for my accomplishments as a Prince Georgian, and I kind of have to. I just kind of take it. I don't even tell them that I'm from Winnipeg because you know, it's kind of respectful. I guess I'll take that, but it's great. I love this city. It's got a lot to offer, and I'm a Manitoban. I love Manitoba, but that's flatlands, and to me, you know, you got the mountains and the beauty here. You can't beat it.
Eric is currently with the Stockton Thunder of the East Coast Hockey League, an affiliate of the Edmonton Oilers. Their team currently sitting first in their division. Stay tuned, we'll have more Cougar alumni coming up in the next couple of weeks on Cougar View. Next up for the Cats, a home doubleheader against the defending Western Hockey League champion Edmonton Oil Kings Friday and Saturday here at CN Centre. Remember that November the 10th is Bring Your Dog to the Game night. Full details on the Cougars website. Right after the game, the Cougars will get on the bus for an overnight trip down to Vancouver. They'll play the Giants at 4 o'clock at Pacific Coliseum. Not a lot of rest between games.
Well, we've talked about it. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just the games the way they are and how they line up. So, you know, we just, after Saturday night's game, we get on the bus to go down and play Vancouver at 4 o'clock. So, you know, we can't feel sorry for ourselves. You can't make excuses. Those are games that have to be played, and every game matters in our league. So I expect our guys to be ready for everyone.
Checking the standings, the Cats find themselves in 8th place in the Western Conference, sitting just 2 points up on Everett. Of note, the Cougars are the least penalized team in the entire Western Hockey League. Before we leave you, last weekend was a great weekend for a couple of Caribou Cougars and Prince George Cougar prospects at a Western Canadian event. BC faced Alberta in the gold medal game at the Western Canada Under-16 Challenge in Calgary. 2:17 into the hockey game, Cougars' first pick, Jansen Harkins, puts a wrister low blocker side on the goaltender for the icebreaker, 1-0 BC. Tied at 1 when the Cats' second pick, 7th overall, Brad Morrison, sets up Harkins for his second of the game, and it was 2-1 BC. 2-2, BC goes to the power play. Morrison tries the pass across. It doesn't work, but he gets it back. He scores his first of the game to make it 3-2. After Harkins set up the fourth goal for BC, he would rush the puck up the ice shorthanded. Check with the moves. Harkins keeps on the 2-on-1 and roofs it upstairs to make it 5-2. That's his hat-trick goal, 5-3 after the first. on to the second period. And with the score 6-3, Harkins finds a loose puck. He'll get his fourth of the game, if you can believe that, 7-3. 8-2 in the third period. Morrison fires a quick shot on net. It goes up and over the Alberta goaltender. 9-3 would be the final score as BC wins gold for the first time at the event. Harkins finished with 5 points. Morrison, 2 goals and a helper. His coach as well, Trevor Sprague, was an assistant coach on Team BC.
Our whole team played well throughout the whole tournament, and I finally got my share and put it in today, which is a really important game, and I'm happy I could do so for my team and the boys, and just to get this victory was awesome.
Next week on Cougar View, highlights from the 2 home games here at CN Centre against the Edmonton Oil Kings. Plus, we'll introduce you to defenseman Mark McNulty. We'll see you next week.